So let us see some problems now. Read the question. A transverse wave is described by the equation y is equal to y0 sine 2 pi into ft minus x by lambda. F means frequency. The maximum particle velocity is equal to 4 times the wave velocity if. You have to choose which is the right option. Now, see, this is a wave. Alright. So this we said is the mean position. And this is the highest point, crest. This is trough. Where is the wave velocity maximum? The wave velocity is maximum at the mean position. Vmax. Remember that pendulum analogy. At mean position, the velocity is maximum. Okay. Where is the acceleration maximum? At crest or trough. Okay. So what is the maximum velocity actually? In the oscillations chapter we have seen what is the maximum oscillation, maximum velocity. Vmax is equal to A omega. But what is A here? It is the amplitude. What is the amplitude in this equation? It is y0 omega. Alright. Now this given equation is in the form of y is equal to f of ax plus bt. Okay. So velocity here is equal to mod b by mod a. Coefficient of t divided by coefficient of x. So you can see here 2 pi is common. So you can write here coefficient of t is f. Okay. You can write 2 pi f because 2 pi is outside divided by coefficient of x. It is 1 upon lambda. So it is 2 pi into 1 upon lambda. 2 pi cancelled. This becomes f lambda. Okay. Now v is equal to f lambda. Now in the question he says the maximum particle velocity is equal to 4 times the wave velocity. What is the maximum particle velocity? This is the maximum particle velocity. This is equal to 4 times it is equal to 4 times the wave velocity. The wave velocity is this. Alright. So from this we need to form an equation now. So in the equations there is no omega, we need to eliminate the omega. So how do I eliminate the omega? Omega is equal to 2 pi f. 2 pi mu. Okay. Omega is equal to 2 pi by t or 2 pi f is equal to 4f lambda. F cancelled. 2 times we want lambda. So lambda is equal to pi omega 0 divided by 2. Pi omega 0 by 2. This is the right answer. Let us see the third one. Two simple harmonic motions are represented by the equation y1 is equal to 0.1 sine 100 pi t plus pi by 3 and y2 is equal to 0.1 cos pi t. The phase difference of the velocity of particle 1 with respect to velocity of particle 2 at t is equal to 0. He is asking you to find out phase difference between two waves. The equations are given to you. The first equation is this, the second equation is this. Okay. So you have to find out phase difference. So let us write the second equation as 0.1 sine of pi by 2 plus pi t. Okay. Why I am writing like this? Cos theta is equal to sine of 90 plus theta. 90 plus theta is in the second quadrant, so sign is positive there. Okay. So first equation is this. So delta phi is equal to this. Everything that is under that sign bracket is the argument. So it is 100 pi t plus pi by 3. This is your phi 1. And what is your phi 2? phi 2 is this. This is your phi 2. So it is pi by 2 plus pi t. Now look at the question. He is saying at t is equal to 0, what is the phase difference? So what you are supposed to do? Put t is equal to 0. Okay, so delta phi is equal to, so this 100 pi t it is, sorry, 100 pi t. So this term will become 0 and this term will become 0. So you are left with pi by 3 minus pi by 2. So 6, 3 2s, 2 minus 2 pi, 3 2s, 2 pi minus 3 pi. It is minus pi by 6. Option 1 is the right answer. So there is also a positive pi by 6. You should be a little careful. Okay, you should be, because he is asking you the phase difference of the particle 1 with respect to particle 2. Okay, particle 1 with respect to particle 2 means from the first particle you have to remove the second particle phase. Let us see the next one. A wave has a frequency of 120 Hz. 2 points at a distance of 9 meters apart have a phase difference of 1080 degrees. The velocity of the wave is. Suppose some wave is there. Alright. Now, he has taken 2 points such that the phase difference is 1080. See, from here to here it is 360 degree. So it is 2 pi. So here to here it is another 2 pi. So here to here it is another 2 pi. I am just making all these sketches so that you understand what you are doing. Okay. So he has taken, let us say, point O and O dash. So there is a phase gap of 1080 or 6 pi, isn't it? 360, 360, 360, 1080. He is asking you what is the velocity of the wave. So what is the relationship between, and he has given you the distance also. The distance of separation is 9 meters. Okay. So it's like this. For 2 pi, see what is this distance? It is lambda. So what is the phase difference between these two? 2 pi. So 2 pi corresponds to lambda distance. So delta x corresponds to how much? Okay. So let us say this corresponds to delta phi. 2 pi radius corresponds to lambda. Delta phi is the phase difference, corresponds to delta x. Now delta x is given as here 9 meters. So just cross multiply. Delta x multiplied by 2 pi is equal to delta lambda into delta phi into lambda. So delta x is equal to delta phi divided by 2 pi multiplied by lambda. Alright. So delta x is given in the question as 9 meters is equal to delta phi. Delta phi is 6 pi divided by 2 pi. So it is 3 into lambda. How can we write lambda? We can write lambda as V by nu. Nu means frequency, because V is equal to nu lambda. So frequency is given in the question as 120 Hertz. So this becomes 9 is equal to 3 into V divided by 120. So 3 3s, 120 into 3, 360. 360 meter per second is the answer. Let us move to the next one. The amplitude of a wave disturbance propagating in the x direction, positive x direction, is given by y is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus x square at x is equal to 0 in meters, and y is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus x minus 1 whole square at t is equal to 2 seconds, where x, y are in meter. If the shape of the wave doesn't changing with time, the velocity of the wave is. Okay. See here, the velocity, the wave equation is given at two different times. Okay, at t is equal to 2 seconds, and this is t is equal to 0, not x is equal to 0. Okay, at t is equal to 0 and t is equal to 2 seconds, the velocity, the wave equation is given to you, and you have to find the speed. Now tell me, suppose there is an object. Now after some time this object is here, let us say at x1 distance, then at t is equal to 0 and at t is equal to 2 seconds, the object is here. How do you find the speed? You find the speed by distance by time. Let us say this distance is delta x. Delta x by delta t you will do, right? What is delta x? It is x2 minus x1 divided by delta t, which is 2 minus 0, right? So from these two equations we need to find out this x1 and x2. So from this equation I will call this one as x1. So y is equal to 1 by x1 square, because obviously it's a propagating wave in x direction. So at t is equal to 0 there will be some position of x. At t is equal to 2 seconds there will be some other position of x. So from here it is 1 plus x1 square is equal to 1 divided by y, or x1 square is equal to 1 by y minus 1, 1 by y, 1 minus y by y. This is x1 square. So x1 will be equal to root over 1 minus y by y. Okay. Now let us find x2. Y is equal to 1 by x2 minus 1 whole square. So from here we need to find x2. So cross multiply, 1 plus x2 minus 1 whole square is equal to 1 by y, or x2 minus 1 whole square is equal to 1 by y minus 1. Again you will get the same scenario, 1 minus y by y, or x2 minus 1 is equal to root over 1 minus y by y. Alright, we want x2, so x2 will be equal to root over 1 minus y by y plus 1. Okay, so we need to find here delta x, x2 minus x1. When you do x2 minus x1, this term will be cancelled out, you will be left with only 1. So 2 minus 0 is 2, it is 0.5 meter per second. Option 2 is the right answer.